The Geico heist is the fastest way to make money in GTA Online, but there's a huge problem because it can make you $10 million in a day. That's why today I'll review 8 ways to reach this goal, where method 7 is so profitable you will never run out of cash again. Let's start with the first step, which is by setting up your passive income. The arcade business is one of the perfect businesses to do this with, as if you go towards my laptop right now, you can see that I earn a total of $1.8 million already with this, because the great thing with this business is that money is automatically being added into the safe, which can hold up to $100,000. The only thing that you need to do is one thing, which is by buying one of these machines and then setting it up all around your arcade business, which will then make you $5,000 every in-game day, which doesn't seem like a lot of money on the first hand, but keep in mind you only have to set this up one time and you don't need to do any resupply missions or anything at all. You will just keep getting money from this, where the only thing you will have to do is collect the save money right over here. The next passive income that you want to set up is in your nightclub business, where you will be able to hold up to $250,000 inside of your safe, which is by far the best passive income source in the entire game. In order to get as much money as you possibly can get added into the safe, which is $50,000 every in-game day, you will have to keep the popularity bar filled up all the way. By far the easiest way to do this is by going into your computer and then under Resident DJ, you will be able to book a DJ for $100,000, which only costs this amount the very first time you're doing this. After that, it will only cost you 10k. But when you start that, you will have to do a simple mission, where in this case I had to steal a vehicle and simply bring this back towards the location that is marked on your map, where the popularity bar of my nightclub is now entirely filled. And as you can see, if I want to rebook this DJ, it will only cost me $10,000 now. But if you want a method to completely fill up the popularity bar for free and a quicker way as well, if you go inside of your nightclub, sometimes you will see this blue dot which appears every in-game day. The only thing that you need to do is simply go towards that blue dot, where you will then see this guy, and all you have to do is kick out the troublemaker, where you will get $10,000 added for free, plus your popularity bar will be filled up again. But if you do not see this icon, you can also get the VIP delivery mission, where you will see this blue icon man on your map. For this mission, you will have to drive a limo and deliver the client towards the marked location. Be careful when you're doing this mission, as it does take a bit longer, as you cannot drive that fast, because in the bottom right there is a VIP spooked bar where you're not able to drive the fastest way possible, and also don't crash too much. But eventually, when you've completed that, you will get $50,000 every in-game day added into your save, which is a great passive income source to get money with. Now inside of your nightclub, there's actually one more way to make even more money, which can go up all the way to almost $2 million, which is by going inside of your warehouse. In order to check that, go back towards your computer, where you want to go towards the warehouse management section. Over here, you will be able to buy up to 5 technicians, where you will be able to assign them to the options right below them. The way this business works is the only thing that you have to do is assign one of the technicians to one of the options right below, and they will do everything for you in the background, which can go up to $2 million. The businesses that are linked to these options are your hangar, bunker, white stuff, meth lab, green farm, document forgery, and the cash factory. So if you own these businesses, you will see that these options will be available for you right below. Now these options don't pay all the same. Here you see a full overview of which are the best options to choose. So if you own all of the businesses, make sure to assign it in this order, as they will give you the most amount of money for the crates. Because now when it is filled up all the way, you can start the sell mission, where you will only get always one vehicle that you can complete really easily, as you can also use the ghost organization to go off the map. So I highly recommend you to set this up as well. It does take a pretty long time for this to fill up, so while that's filling up, make sure to set up the last passive income source, which is inside of your salvage yard safe. This safe can hold up to $250,000 if you've upgraded it, where it will look like this, where the only thing that you need to do is go towards this tow truck, where you then have to launch a tow truck service. This is a really simple mission, where you simply have to pick up a car that is marked on your map, If you get a location where you, for example, need to go towards Polito Bay, I recommend you to just simply join a new session where you will then get a new location which is hopefully a bit closer in the city. And now you can bring this back to your salvage yard, but if you happen to have the cops behind you, you can actually not call Lester to lose them. The fastest way to lose the cops is by simply exiting this tow truck, run a bit further away from him and blow yourself up, and now you will see that you have lost the cops, where you can now go back inside of the tow truck and deliver it to your salvage yard. Now if you bought the staff upgrade, by default you will get $300 every in-game day added into your save, but this is nothing at all, so I highly recommend you to do the tow truck missions, because for a single tow truck mission that you do, you will fill up the bar by 25%, where if you do a total of 4 tow truck missions, you will fill up the bar all the way, where you will get a total of $24,000 added every in-game day into your save. And you only have to do these tow truck missions every 3 in-game days to keep the amount at 24k. Plus, when you are doing a tow truck mission, you will see that the car will be right over here, which your staff team will be automatically salvaging, which will give you around $30,000. So not only are you making money passively by adding it into your save, you will also get money from these cars automatically itself. Now that we're done with the passive income sources, there are 2 supply businesses that we're going to use that will earn us many millions in this game. The very first one that I use a lot until this day is the asset lab business, as normally you would be able to earn around $350,000, but I'm going to show you a way how you can earn over $500,000 with this business. The way this business works is pretty simple. If you go inside of your asset lab, you can go directly towards mod, where you will be able to buy the supplies for $60,000. But the nice thing with this business is that you actually don't even need to be at the asset lab location. You can simply take out your phone and give mod a call, where you will then be able to buy the supplies at the exact same location, which makes this business definitely worth using it. But the asset lab has a feature that no other business has in GTA Online, because if you go towards this place, you will be able to boost the asset production, which will turn the supplies way faster for a certain amount into the product. It takes you less than 3 hours to have a full product bar with this, where you can then go towards this location and sell the asset lab, which I highly recommend you to do in a public lobby, as you can also use the ghost organization over here, and you only have one sell vehicle, where you can do this pretty easy without getting griefed. And as you can see, you will earn over $500,000 with the sell mission if you're in a lobby with 20 other users. But now with the last resupply business that you want to set up, you will actually earn double the amount, which is with the bunker business. But there is one mistake that can cost you a lot of money if you don't set this up correctly. The reason for that is if you go towards your laptop, you want to go towards the manage staff section and make sure that you assign staff to manufacturing, otherwise some of your money can go towards research, which will let you lose out on a lot of money. And now once you've done that, you can go towards sell stock, and always make sure to sell to Los Santos, as this will give you the most amount of money, which can go up all the way to $1,050,000. If you do get multiple vehicles, you can decide to join a new session, or what I did is call in my cargo bob right before I start this, so I can easily attach this vehicle right to it and complete the sell mission pretty quickly. Now while this is making you money in the background, let me show you the best ways to make money actively right now, because with the #1 best money method in the entire game, you will be able to make over $1 million really easily, which is by doing the Caprico heist. The Caprico heist, including all of the setups, will only take you around 45 minutes to complete this. If you're wondering exactly how you can do that, I will show you that in a little bit, because completing the Caprico heist itself is actually pretty short. When you are eventually in the compound, I recommend you to go towards the back right on this side, where you actually only need to take down a total of 4 guards. The very first 2 guards that you want to take down are right over here, which can easily line up. The reason why we're doing this is in order to get the gate keys, which will speed up the heist a lot, as I will show you in a bit why. After that, you simply can take this exact same route that I'm taking, and then take down this guard that is right on this stairs, which can also drop you the gate keys. And then there is one final guard that we need to take down, which is all the way at the top. If you want to make it a bit easier to take him down, simply wait for him to walk right in front of you, and now you can smack him with your gun, where you will be able to take the money in the safe and collect the primary target by either doing the hack right over here, or you can also go down the stairs, where you can go inside of this gate and do the fingerprint right over here, where you will be able to do it even quicker. Now depending on which approach vehicle you you chose. I recommend either going towards the main dock right after it, where you also have a total of 3 spots to collect secondary loot, or you can also decide to go towards the airstrip, where most of the times you will also have enough loot in order to fill up your loot bag all the way. But a trick that a lot of people do not use is when they complete the Caprico heist, there is a pretty long cooldown of 2 hours and 24 minutes when you do the heist as a solo player. However, if you go into your settings and go towards switch character, you will actually be able to go into a second character where you can also have the Caprico heist and do the heist again right over here without having to wait on the cooldown at all. This second character also shares the balance that you have on the main account, so all the money that you make on your second character will directly go into the balance that you have on your main character as well. So by using this trick, you will be able to make double the amount instead of waiting a pretty long time for the cooldown. When you have done the heist on both of the accounts, there's probably still a chance that the cooldown is still over there. So another heist that I recommend you to use is the Dr. Dre heist, as this will be able to pay you $1 million. Doing this heist does take you a bit long to complete it all the way, but this heist is pretty easy and especially beginner friendly. In order to start with the Dr. Dre heist, you will have to complete a total of 3 league missions. Each league mission contains a total of 3 missions, so in total you have to complete a total of 9 missions, where most of them you will be able to complete pretty quickly. The nice thing with the Dr. Dre heist is that there isn't much room for error, like for example in the Caprico heist, where you can easily get spotted, where the heist will then get 10 times more difficult. With the Dr. Dre heist, you just have to take down a bunch of enemies, where you will then eventually get your money. Plus, a small little benefit that you get for every single mission that you complete is a bonus of $10,000. So just by doing these missions alone, you will almost earn already $100,000. Where the great thing with these missions are that you can actually use your Oppressor Mark II, which will speed up these missions by a lot. So if you're trying to relax a bit and still make a lot of money, I highly recommend you to use the Dr. Dre heist, where after that you can switch back towards the Caprico heist again. Now by using these 8 methods, you will be able to make $10 million the fastest way in a single day, completely as a solo player. But it is important that you also complete the Caprico setups the fastest way, so you don't waste too much time on doing that as you're doing it twice also. So to complete that the fastest way, check out this video where I've shown you exactly how to do this under 45 minutes completely as a solo player.